Hello, everybody. Today, we're going to talk about very interesting subject. Well, another mind toxin. Another toxins that sometimes drive us crazy. Sometimes our mind, it cannot be realistic. Sometimes we lose our mental balance. Which one is the one? Jealousy. Now, let's start from the beginning. Life is given to us to live under completely freedom. Even though in our days it's very fashionable, the form of dictatorship, that we are, controlled. Don't say that, don't do that. But this is a horrible thing. This is the people that are sick of greed, of power. But it's not that I want to talk about. That happened, that this one. This is the one that takes us away the freedom of living the way that we are supposed to live in order to fulfill our mission. And you know that our mission is what was programmed at the beginning of life, the destiny. Now, in order to fulfill this destiny, we have to have our freedom to do what we need to do in order to do what you have to do, you see. Now, presume that I need to have some freedom to fulfill my plan of life. Now, there is a lady that I really like very much, but she also, this is an example, okay? I am allowed to talk bad about myself, but not about others. Now, so then, because I will forgive myself. I'm very, very indulgent and very generous with myself, okay? Only because I have to help. Whatever I say is not necessarily true. But I can use myself as an example. So this is, I forgive myself for that one. So let's see, there is a lady that I really like very much. But that lady also has the same is supposed to live the same way like me, to live under total freedom in order to really fulfill the destiny. Me, I have to do my destiny. The lady has to do her destiny. I have to really fulfill my mission. And I have to live certain way in order to achieve this. The lady has to live certain way in order to achieve that, even though her road is different than my road, right? Because she has a different mission, different destiny, different plan of life. So there is not two people which have the same plan of life. It might be nearby, it might be parallel, right? It might help each other. One help me to fulfill my plan. I help somebody else to fulfill their plan. But our mission, our plan of life is different because the goal of each one of us is different, right? Okay. Now, so let me go back. So I really like this lady, and because I like her, I want to really I exaggerate. I want to possess her not in a violent way, but I want to be my. Now, in order to be my, it has to do what I want her to do, which is horrible things. It's not good, because that means I stop her to do her mission. So then she's suffering. This suffering causes stress on her brain, causes tension, because she is not allowed to do what she wants to do, what she needs to do, let's put it that way. What she wants to do, what she needs to do, it could be the same thing, right? Now, so she starts suffering. This suffering causes stress. The stress is a secondary cause of the health issues. So then, if she has any problem, her problem will get worse. You know, so and me also, trying to possess somebody else, try really to be jealous because it has to be mine. So if you want somebody to be your, they mean you, and to do nothing else but what you want, and not to have any other relation with other people, only with you, they're called jealousy. It's a very suffering thing. And if I see that this person, right, it has some intersection with somebody else, right, I really become jealous. What mean when I get jealous? I suffer. What happens when I suffer? I get tense. My brain gets intense. What happens when my brain gets tense? I get stressed. So what happens when I get stressed? The stress is, as you know, that is a secondary cause of any disease. And if I have any problem anywhere, so the problem certainly getting worse because the brain getting tense, the whole body getting tense, and the place where the problem is getting tense, it causes the problem to get worse. You see, jealousy is another tremendous, I would say, mind toxin. It's a toxin which really affect our thinking ability or thinking capacity for our mind to really process the information and to take the decision. Sometimes under this pressure, the person that we are jealous, we perform our jealousy, we can stop to take the proper decision, which has affect the quality of decision. Okay, so decide things only to please me, right? Decide things, take a wrong decision, which is not the one they're supposed to have in order to really live her life the way it's supposed to live. You understand? So change something. What she changed, it just move her away from what she's supposed to do. So I affect her freedom. But I'm affecting my freedom also. Because in order to focus on what I have to do, I focus on how can I control that person. So the jealousy is just manifest as one person exercit the control on another person. They're causing stress on both. Stress on her, because she suffers, she cannot do what she has to do. And stress on me, because stop her to do what she has to do. Then mean I have to do for her. Then I have to do her mission, which is not possible, because it's not planned in my brain. It's not planned in my mental chip where the program is. The program is, where the life program is. You understand? So it creates a mess. Plus, both are suffering, but the one that performed the jealousy, in this case, being me, right? I suffer. I get stressed. When I get stressed, I get tense mentally. When I get tense mentally, any problem within the body is just getting worse. So you see, even this doesn't look to be big deal. Even this is a mental toxin, which intoxicate our capacity, our mind, in order to take proper work to process the information and to take the decision. So it's a huge mess. It's another tremendous toxins which affect the quality, besides affect the quality of life, right? But affect the quality of taking decision. So decisions are wrong, life is wrong, so we suffer two times. One time we suffer because that person doesn't really do what we want, or getting jealous. That cause suffering. But all this suffering cause us to take wrong decision and create future episode of life, of living, which going to be wrong and make another suffering. So we suffered the two times. So you see, each one of these toxins that I spoke in the past few episodes, they were cause double amount of tension, two times. One cause tension, momentary, well, different way, because it's one thing when you steal, it's one thing when you lie, it's one thing when you cheat, it's a different thing, right? So and then is the one that the decision taken are distorted, are affected, are traumatized, and create living episode, distorts, traumatize. You understand? So this is about this one. But don't worry. Later on, we're going to talk about how can we get rid of any one of those toxins, which is 100% possible. Okay, my friends? So don't worry. We'll going to share a solution. But what I want from you, and I would advise you, and I will love it if you just share this with anybody, any one of your friends, both. this which generates stress and disease, and the other one which help us to get rid of this problem, of this toxin, which, and get the mind and the body much healthier. You see how nice? That will be beautiful things. Him just really acknowledge all those. But then we're going to see how can we get rid of all those terrible things, and we are happy, we are pleased, and we enjoy life. Okay, my friends? So just try to acknowledge your jealousy, and then after in future episode, we're going to go one by one to see how can we get rid of them. Then we free our mind. These are two times. We free our mind, and we free we give the freedom of the person that we are jealous on, we just wanted to possess, because he can possess someone without really installing any kind of power, any kind of force, any kind of restriction. You understand? It's possible. Enjoy the value, so that means you have it. Okay, my friends. So try to really understand this toxin, and later on get ready to get rid of it. Okay? Take care, my friends. So see you next time. Goodbye.